Hello, I'm Greg Hrutkay of Hrutkay Mods, and this impromptu video, spur of the moment thing, is about mental health and where I am right now. This year's been a roller coaster ride that, quite frankly, happy that's about to end, but I'm afraid for 2024. I wanted to come clean with you guys about my summer 2023 video. A little backstory. This year started out really bad, and it just progressively got worse. And I ended up being robbed twice, catching my property on fire. My grandmother died, and then I went on vacation. And during vacation, I had the worst vacation of my life, because the only thing I could think of was work, and things going on at home, because I've also had some financial issues. And I thought, well, I think I'm okay financially enough where I could, leave my job if I needed to. And I thought about it and thought, well, if I do that, I'll wait until the end of the year. Give them plenty of time to know that. And came back from vacation after those live streams saying that I was coming back, because I was like, I want to change my life. I'm going to turn everything around. I'm going to do YouTube full time, because that's my dream, to be very successful. And I still love each and every one of you that have subscribed to me. Because even though we're still a small channel after, it's 13, 14 years of this channel being live, I have a very dedicated fan group, and I thank you very much. In fact, I've seen a lot of my fans who were inspired by me go on to be super successful on YouTube. And a lot of my friends who were a lot smaller than me at one point do projects together, and they ended up being super successful on YouTube. And then you have me, who has almost 400 videos on his channel, and tries his hardest to, get views, grow his channel, one day live off of this channel. And it's been rough. It's been a hard time working my way up to the top and meeting up with my friends. And I'm not jealous. Nothing like that. I'm very proud of my friends. They've gone a very long way, and they did it all on their own, and I'm very happy for them. The thing is, I just can't seem to get that magic that everyone else seems to have that I've been around, even though a lot of the material I do the same. I mean, sure, there's some editing issues. I'm not the best video editor, nor does my audio ever sound very good, and I apologize for that. Every time I try a new mic, it doesn't come out right, and I've just found that the mic that is built in seems to be the best, and I can noise cancel it and stuff, and it still doesn't sound great. But, well, anyway, getting back to the point. And no, I'm not upset over the channel. I'm very blessed, because I have a lot of fans and I have a lot of friends. But anyway, after I got off vacation, I walked in with this pending feeling of doom. And I'll be honest with you, I cried walking into the doors that day, because I'd had the worst vacation of my life. And I just wanted to get back to what I knew well. My job was basically a dream job. It was more or less just handed to me. I had no experience in the field I went into, and I ended up being one of the best ones they ever had. I was parts manager, and I basically self-taught myself because the person that hired me quit before my 90-day probation was over, and I got promoted to her spot. I was just literally tossed into the fire, and I self-taught myself everything. I made connections. I did this, I did that. You know, I loved my job. It was a great job. And of course it did sometimes take all my time to points where the channel didn't get any updates or anything. But everyone there was like family, and still today everyone's like family there, even though what happened happened. And in the 23 summer update video, I said I left my job to focus on the channel. Well, I was actually honestly blindsided, and we still came to a mutual agreement, but I was just let go. I didn't know it was going to happen. And sorry. And something snapped in me that day. They let me go about midday that day. And I'm still friends with them. And part of me says I shouldn't be. But they honestly saved my life a few years ago. The group of people that I worked with are the main reason why I'm still here today. They meant a lot to me. But I left that day shattered, and came home and locked myself in my room. I did exactly what I told them I would do if they let me go, even though I shouldn't have. Back in 2020, after my ex left me and she took Starla, my life just kept going downhill. And I'll be honest with you, I've been very blessed with my family, with my finances. My dad worked really hard to make sure I was comfortable. And I made a lot of bad decisions, honestly, between 2020 and just recently. Now I'm struggling to make payments and keep everything I have because I don't have a job anymore. And most of the money I got is gone. And this is a common story with people who have inherited stuff and never knew how to manage anything. I'm currently okay, and I don't plan on unaliving myself because most of you guys don't understand or know that I had a brain tumor in 1999. I fought too hard to live, and life is a gift. It's a blessing that God gives you to, you know, it's a blessing to be on this earth. I've helped countless numbers of people. I always like to help people. It's always been one of my things. I want to help people even if it hurts me. And I've made a lot of bad decisions helping people. Anyway, after I lost my job, I shut myself in. I didn't really come out for air until September. And you guys didn't know that. The whole time, any time that I wasn't shut in, when I'd had a moment of clarity, I would just film a video. And I'd feel better for a little while, but I still wouldn't leave my house. And about a week or so after I got fired, I found out that I'm going to have money problems, and it's just going to keep getting worse if I don't do something. So, yeah, I'm currently in a pretty bad state financially. You know, this isn't a plea for money or anything. Although I'm not going to unmonetize this video because I can't afford not to monetize this video. And it's not because I'm selfish, it's because any amount of money helps at this point, because I don't have much of a choice. I have to make money. I don't have many talents in this life. I graduated with a pretty much useless degree. And I have no real skills other than making YouTube videos. Yeah. So after I lost my job, I was a shut-in until at least September. And then I started coming out in the funk. The problem is I have seasonal depression. And about the time I was coming out of the funk, it started getting cold, which pushed me back into the funk. I used to get help. Help is a very important thing. I've never shied away to saying about, you know, you need to have good mental health just as bad as you need to have good heart health. And as you saw in this video up here about talking about my father passing away, mental health is very important to me, just like heart health is. You know, your brain can heal just as easily as your mind can. And right now I'm in such bad health because people just say, go get help. But those people that say that don't understand what we are going through. It's not we refuse to go get help. It's because it's hard to explain. We know we need help, but there's something in us that just doesn't, we can't. we can't go get help. It's just like a mental break. It's a block. Getting help right now would help me a lot. But your support and love also helps. Any comment I get, positive or even negative. Negative, people don't understand what negative comments, dislikes, and stuff like that. It still tells the algorithm that people are watching your videos. So I don't care how negative it is. And sometimes I have some pretty good witty comebacks. They don't bother me. It just helps me. Sorry, I don't have anything to wipe up with. Like I said, this video wasn't planned, nor am I editing it, so enjoy. But yeah, we can't just go get help. It's not just as simple as saying, I'm going to go get help. There's a block there. But like I said, I like helping people. And I want you to know that if you're going through something like this, where the world feels just unfair, you know, I'm one of the most blessed people I know. I mean, I'm not bragging. I had everything handed to me on a silver platter, more or less. I'm not wealthy, but I was well off. We never were wealthy, but we were very well off. And it's all thanks to the hard work of my mother and father. And my dad managed to go almost bankrupt 3 times and then come back 3 times and then leave me with an inheritance unlike most people ever experience in their whole life. And I'm grateful for that, but I lost most of it. And it's mainly, I just didn't know what to do with it. And it seemed like it was endless. It wasn't. It's hard to make money. Everyone that works hard knows that. I even knew that because I tried to live on my own for years before my father passed. You know. Well, I found something that I really liked doing back in 2016. Like I said, this channel's been around since 2010. First video upload September of 2011. Most popular video was, well, it's now second most popular, but most popular video at the time was filmed in December of 2011, and then nothing. And then in 2016, I decided I'm going to make videos because I enjoyed doing that in high school. I enjoyed doing that in college. I want to share my experiences, my projects, all this stuff with you guys. And to this day, I still like doing that. But my father didn't like what I did. He said it was a waste of time. And I strove to prove him wrong. But he never got to actually live to see me be successful. It's been almost 5 years. I'm still kind of living in his shadow. I have no direction in my life because he was my direction. I've had a lot of people come and go. I've made a lot of friends since he died. But the pain still doesn't go away because I love that man. And it's ironic that he died on the 10th of May. It was like the 30th of May. I had my first collaboration, official one, with Ken from the Computer Clan, who's been a good friend of mine since about late 2018. And, you know, I go out my way to help him because he's a good friend of mine. I've been a fan for years, you know, long before I ever knew him. But, you know, we can't just go and get help. It's not I'm going to get help. You have to force yourself. You have to get to a breaking point to get help. Me doing these videos is part of my help. I don't know where I'd be without you guys. Since I came back, I've lost 2 girlfriends. I've had multiple pets die. I lost 2 grandmothers. I lost my dad. You know, just an average, it's life kind of thing. I currently have a beautiful girlfriend, Ashley, and I love her with all my heart. She's my rock. But life isn't fair. It never is. And that reality sets in more and more as I get older. You've got to fight for what you want. And I guess I'm ranting like a raving madman right now, because I'm all over the place. But I need to improve myself. I'm not ending the channel. And there still will be videos coming out because I have to keep going. Whether I am successful at this or not, and whether I only get paid about once every 2 months, $100 from all the ads and stuff, every penny right now helps because I'm in deep debt. And I honestly don't know what else to do. I need this channel to be successful. And you should never fall back on YouTube. You should never try to be successful on a platform that only one in like a million get to be. And thankfully, I know a lot of people that have been that 1 in a million. And I hope to be there one day. And I know I will. But I'll be okay. Don't worry about me. I want to make this video to set some things straight. I've, in the last week, I wake up somewhere between 1 and 7 in the afternoon, evening. I go to sleep between 1 and 3 in the evening, usually. Sometimes I just don't sleep at all. My mind will not shut off. I don't shut off until my body shuts off. When I get tired enough. Sometimes I don't get tired enough, and I don't sleep. But I'm going to improve myself. I'm not getting help yet, though I should. But I've got a loving family around me that keep me up and keep me going. I'm not going to lie and say everything's hunky-dory. I mean, in fact, I'm in a pretty bad state as it is right now. And if you start noticing the channel changing, it might just be because I have to get rid of some stuff. And I don't know. I'm hoping I can keep everything I have. But right now I don't know how I'm going to even pay my taxes. But I'm not doing this video for me, although it does help. I do feel a lot better from the beginning when I couldn't stop crying. You guys are what keep me going. And I love each and every one of you. And I'm going to leave a link to where you can get help in the description below, which I'll eventually follow my advice. I know it's hard. It seems like around this time every year, I'm doing a live stream talking about how miserable I am. And then I ran into a comment from a former subscriber that I called a friend when I was going through the backlog of comments I didn't know I had. And he said something like, "You've had everything just handed to you. Some of us have to actually work, and you're whining," you know, something like that. And that was the last comment I think I ever saw from him. And that video, that comment had a lot of dislikes and stuff. We all go through things differently. We're all born into different families around the world. Some of the families are successful, some are not. Some people have to be self-made. I always wanted to prove my father wrong. And I still plan on doing it. I love my dad. He was one of the most intelligent, strongest individuals I've ever known. And he was usually right on everything he said. But I'm going to prove him wrong once and for all. And be successful doing this. But right now, I need to help myself. So the videos are coming, and they'll be out. Probably the next video will be out next week. But it's going to be spotty until I can get all this up here working again, and I can get out of where I am. And then everything will be back to normal. I'll try to upload at least once a week. But yeah, I feel a lot better now, by the way. But yeah, I'm making this video because you shouldn't be afraid to talk about what's going on. And, you know, by the way, that one comment was the only comment that's ever actually bothered me. But I left it up because it helps. And it's his opinion. And it's honestly, in a way, true. But we all hurt. We all have problems. And my life is better than most people's. I'm not bragging. It's been a very blessed life. But I've seen the hardships in the past when I was trying to live on my own. And I know what it's like to be completely broke. The bad thing is I'm out there again, but I have a lot of ways to make money if I need to, so I'll be fine. But I still keep getting off the topic here. If you need help, go get help. Okay? I know I just said it's not as easy as going and getting help, but the people that say stuff like, if you need help, go get help, a lot of people haven't experienced what we have. It's not that easy. I know how it is. And I need to go get help. But we're going to keep going. I'll be fine. I'm going to survive this year. I'll survive next year. My goal has always been to at least live to 120 years old. And with my family history, I could possibly live to be 90 or 100. But with medical advances in life, I might live past that. So don't worry about me unaliving myself. But I also have a family history of people dying in their late 50s and early 60s. It's the luck of the draw there. But I have a goal. I'm not having a midlife crisis or anything yet because I'm not going to die at 60. I'm not even, if my goal is met, I'm not even a quarter of a way through my life yet. But like I said, if you need help, go get help. And I know it's hard. Shoot, I can't even do it yet. But doing this right here and filming does help. You know. So go get help if you need it. Take it from someone that understands what you're going through. I love each and every one of you guys. I hope you enjoy the next video coming out soon. I just can't not leave with this video, you know. I can't just leave it at that. I need you guys to understand that I'm not going anywhere. I'm just going through a rough time, and things will get better. And Ashley and I will continue on, and we're going to have a happy, healthy family in the future. Everything's going to go well. I just have to figure out a way to make it go well. So anyway, guys, like I said, if you need help, link in the description below. And I'm not going anywhere, guys. I promise you that. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. Links and all that other stuff, like I said, I'm not editing. Anyway, thanks for watching. This has been a Hrutkay Mods video.